Hello, hello, hello. It's Tamika of Love Inspired Teaching. I think Instagram decided to close itself again. I hate that. Um, so I might have to do something here, but let me just double check. Mm, yeah. Hmm. I don't know what's going on. And I think it's because it's not live. Why does Instagram keep doing that? All right, I'm gonna try again. All right, let me update this. More destinations. Okay. Re-add it. Okay. Now let's see. It keeps disappearing. Ah, now I'm in it twice. Weird. All right, no clue what's going on. I give up. I just want to go get what I need to get and call it a day. Let's learn together, y'all. All right. I really wish I knew how to turn this camera around on here. Hmm. Oh, well, I'm just gonna do this. All right. Oh, got the bag. Hate when I do stuff like that. Getting stuff. I'm good getting really good at forgetting stuff. It's annoying. So let me go grab what I needed. I was wondering, I was like, I feel light. So y'all, in case you didn't remember, I was born on Earth Day. So reduce, reuse, recycle is a big thing I do. And I usually try to remember to bring my own bag. And that's what I forgot. My bag. Okay. So I am at Southtown Health Foods. A friend of mine, shout out to John Bird for recommending I come here. He wanted me to speak with somebody. But all right. You know what? I need to come here with Kara. So see what I'm looking at right now. There was a juice bar when I first walked in. It was right there. But let's see. Ooh, they have soursop tea. That's good. They have the alkaline water, which is not what I want. Soursop, not tea. I just want soursop, period. And that's what I'm looking for. Tai Chi green tea. I'm drinking my matcha tea. I ran out of the soursop pouch. And the one they had at the Jewel Osco ran out the one by my house, which is not where I found that one. And they didn't have it at the Mariano's by my house, which was annoying. But I don't think I'm seeing what I need here. There. Oh, I know. Don't want probiotics. I just want my soursop. Sauerkraut. Ugh. I think this is a store that Kira is gonna like my business partner. I don't know what I want. Can't find it. It has been a journey to find this stupid soursop. So, oh, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Extract powders, monk fruit. I don't know what monk fruit is for. Don't like stevia. Um, I really need to find one consistent place to find this soursop. Excuse me, I'm guessing you work here or do you work for okay. I'm looking for soursop. I saw there was some soursop tea, I think, up there, but I want actual like the pulp or yeah, that'll work too. I was told that'll work. Okay, try this. Cool. But you guys don't have any of like the soursop pulp by chance?
Not, I mean, the only thing we'd have would be the fruit or the leaf.
You have the fruit. Okay, let me get that too.
Okay.
So this is the dried version of the fruit. How much is this one?
$9.99.
Okay. What was gonna be? Do you ever carry like the actual fruit? No.
It's produce, I think, has might have been that.
Yeah, they had cherimoya last time, but okay. You're not happen to be the owner, are you? Okay. My friend recommended I come here, and he was like, "You should talk to the owner." I'm like,
She's over there. Her name's Katie.
"Okay,
Just walked by us. She's over by the next aisle over, I think.
okay,
Or
thank
by
you.
the refrigerators.
Appreciate it. Thanks for your help. I'm gonna use this. Okay, this will work." And I got the leaf. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank God. She knew I needed help. They have chicken tikka masala here. I don't know coconut farming. That sounds good. Coconut cream and cardamom. Avis. Here's corn. I'm so sick of hurting. Wow. Fully healed. And it's this. Ooh, that looks good. Look, barbecue jackfruit. Yummy to me. I love jackfruit though. It's sweet. Mm, stuff. Ooh, vegan pesto. Why is this vegan pesto and this other one's not vegan? I don't understand. I don't. This is one thing I don't understand. So this says basil pesto, right? This one says vegan pesto, nut free. Oh, maybe because it's nut free. That's this has cashews in it. I don't know. I don't understand that part of veganism. These leaves are expensive. They're $16.49. This leaf, plant-based detox. Best taken without added sugar. All right. I like that this soursop fruit is dried. How was I supposed to know it was $9.99 though? This is organic, so I'll be interested to see how this does with my blended smoothie. Uh, Patience is not great today. I don't know why, but trying to follow the recommendations of my friends, trying to exercise patience. Because I think that's my lesson is to exercise patience because I'm just a doer. Finger foods. I'm going to Pete's. I wanted to ask her some questions. She seems very knowledgeable, but maybe that'll happen next time because just I have studying to do today. I think it was not meant to be. And I don't understand why this keeps messing up on my lives. Whatever. Mm. Raviola blend, golden gold, coconut gold, moringa blend. I like moringa. And I give up. I know I need to have more patience, but seriously, look at it. I have no idea what that lady was asking or what happened, but it seemed to be going overkill. which is good and bad. Oh, that reminds me. These soups. I bought a soup at the Asian Mart. With sage. I've been doing sage, but that is it's lemongrass tea bags. I have lemongrass that I bought at Pete's. Oh, there it is. Oh, this leaf is 16.49 to make tea, and this leaf is 9.99. So why don't I use this one? Sri Lanka. Well, this is whole leaf. I think I'm gonna do this one. The first leaf he gave me is cool and all, but this one's already. Crush that down. Most of the time, I can pretend like it doesn't hurt and like hide it the pain, but certain movements just. Oh, this is cool. So they have this tea bags. She said she was gonna come back, but maybe not. They have sea moss here. I've heard a lot about sea moss, and it's supposed to be really good. Um, Damn, $35 and 18.99. I think I'm gonna have my friend ship it to me. Let me wait till after I go to the bounce, but I love it. I switched. I think I'm gonna get this leaf. Are you Kate or Katie? Okay. I love your top. That's cute.
Thank you.
So first he gave me the big soursop leaf, and then I picked up this one instead.
Okay.
I just got diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. My friend recommended I come here.
Okay.
And then another friend of mine sent me this smoothie I've been trying to make with the soursop, aloe vera, um, ginger, and pineapple is what I've been putting in. But I found soursop pulp at either Jewel Osco or Pete's.
Pete.
Both, well, Pete's I found Shermoya, which I guess is related to soursop,
Okay.
and they said they might have the actual soursop, but you guys don't ever get in.
I don't get the real fruit because I don't get enough people asking for it. I mean,
Okay,
it's really big and probably
I
it's
heard.
really
Yeah, it's
costly.
really big.
It's well, not costly, but you could probably you should be able to get it at Pete's. They usually have it.
I didn't
Jewel
see it.
will have it, but I think it's more seasonal.
Okay.
Now the Jewel, I've seen it at our Jewel. They'll have like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
And it is, yeah, it's the fruit. So that's nice to make your smoothies. The leaves or the powder will be more
Do you have
medicinal.
a powder? I didn't see a
Yeah, I'll
powder.
show you the powder too.
Okay.
You know what? It's not sitting right next to it.
Okay.
Because of the alphabetizing.
And sorry, I record right now to help me with reviewing and remember stuff. Okay.
As long as that my face is on it.
No, it's my face.
It's not even if I care if my face is on it. I just have this fear. Like if somebody puts a camera on me, I'm like,
Oh,
let
gotcha.
me see if I have the powder. Cause see, it goes down.
Oh,
There's some powder in back. I'm gonna grab a box back there and see if I have it.
okay.
The powder. All it
It'll
is
probably
the
be
leaf.
easier to mix in with my smoothie. I think
Yes.
the powder.
Yes.
I'm gonna get this
So,
one, but I just didn't understand the difference between the leaf and the fruit because what I read was I could use either or, and that the leaf still has a lot of good qualities too.
Fruit is good and it's a good antioxidant, but when
Okay.
it comes to really detoxifying,
Uh-huh.
the leaf itself is
It's
more.
better?
Yeah.
Okay.
But doing both will give you the benefits. So
Okay.
yeah, so I would do like a teaspoon of the powder,
Okay.
up maybe even up to twice a day.
Yeah, he says to do it in the morning and at night.
Yes.
And I haven't started treatment yet, so I'm like, while I'm in between, why don't I do this?
How did you even catch it? Really?
So, I did my first mammogram in a truck outside of church, right?
Oh, yes.
And then they were like, "What's your family history?" And I was like, "Well, I have a great aunt that had it in her 70s." They're like, "We want to do an MRI." Well, the MRI was coming back with something weird, and I have dense breast tissue.
Okay.
So then they did it again, and then I got the call like, "We want to do an ultrasound with potential biopsy." And I'm like, "Nobody told me. You guys made it sound like no big deal. We're just being, diligent."
Yes.
And they found the tumor, and they were like, "You have breast cancer, and it's ductal
That is
stitch or
insane.
something."
Like,
So they caught it really
it
early.
was totally a blessing, I guess. to have
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
Well, that program, like, it justifies their program to have that mobile truck that they're using. So they were like, "Yeah, we feel really good when we kind of push for people to do this." Because I was about to blow them off. I was like, "Look, I already did one. I was just trying to check the list off of like
Right.
doing what I'm supposed to do." And because my house caught on fire, my grandma passed away. I was like, "Oh, there's too many things going on. Like, I really feel like they're being extra." But it's a good thing they did.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah. That's what I was like, how did you, with being so young? Like,
And that's what they said when I got my MRI. They were like, "Why are you here? We normally have people with bad veins that are already in treatment." And I was like, "They told me they saw they just want to double check."
So, yeah, that's great. So
Yeah.
what you're doing? So they're just gonna do like, what are you gonna do? Chemo? Are they gonna do?
They said I'm not starting with that because my tumor size is too small. So I have to meet with the surgeon to find out if we're gonna do the lumpectomy or mastectomy. But the crazy thing is, I have a high school classmate that has the same diagnosis as me that's going through the exact same thing right now. So I'm kind of like, I wonder what more could be going on because she's actually, it's crazy, she's so left side, same thing with ductal, same thing with it being caught early. Her staging might be a little bit higher because my tumor size is like 1 centimeter, like they're like, it's small, so you'll live a long life, but hers might be a tiny bit bigger. So but the not is it the radiologist, the woman who did the ultrasound said she also saw some calcium deposits, and she's like, sometimes coupled with the tumor with the calcium deposits can be, but when they're being cautious, like,
Yeah.
not guaranteed to be an indicator. And then she's like, it's cancer. That's like, I could tell you had a feeling already, like, based
Yeah.
on your cautionary. I worked in pharmaceutical sales, so I also kind of know how
they work.
yeah, I have to do lingo wise. I'm like, we don't want people to say, "We told you this and you got stressed out." And I'm like, "No, I get it."
Like, all right, I got it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, at least you caught it early. So no, the powder will be good. Let me see if I have it.
Okay.
I'll do the powder twice a day for sure. I was gonna say make sure you're on vitamin D3 with the K2.
Okay.
Because
Let me
vitamin
write
D
that
helps
down.
with your
Oh, well,
immune.
I got it on here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
D3K2.
Yeah, so D3 with the
Uh-huh.
K2. K2 helps to break down calcification.
Okay.
So like when I have anybody with dense breast or high calcification levels,
Okay.
I
Uh-huh.
put them on vitamin K2.
Okay.
Now, vitamin D helps with your immune system and it
Mhm.
regulates every single hormone in the body.
Okay.
So vitamin D, and most Americans are deficient in it.
Yeah, well,
So
also being in the Midwest is not helpful. And I've already been told I need more vitamin D just in general.
from your blood work and stuff, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think it was something about my mom has like osteo stuff and like
Okay.
just in general because I don't know if it's women or like I was breastfeeding. It was just you're at risk of not having enough vitamin D because you gave it all away or something. And I was like,
that
yeah,
can happen too.
something
you have
along
kids?
those.
I
I
feel
have
like you're
two
so
kids.
young. I was like,
Oh
wait
no,
a
I'm
second.
44.
Are you? You look
Uh-huh.
amazing.
Thank
oh my
you.
God, good for you. Yes, I'm
Thank
like,
you.
wait, no way.
I tell people all the time I earned every year 44.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. How old are your kids?
12 and 9.
Oh,
Yeah.
those ages, yeah.
Yeah. How many kids do you
I
have?
have three boys, but they're like
Oh,
20,
good
18,
boys.
16. Yeah,
They're
like the
exhausting.
brat house.
I believe you.
Now they come over and I'm like, just say.
I grew up with 4 brothers though,
Oh.
and with my one boy, I'm like, I don't. How did I survive them? Like you by yourself exhaust me. I'm like,
You're like, oh.
yeah. I'm like, what did I do? And I get around my oldest brother, and he's like, yeah, my sister's in charge. I'm like, I whipped y'all in shape. I'm like, I'm slacking because my son.
You're like, I gave up on that one.
Yeah, but my son he kind of bosses me. I'm like, something's wrong with this. I gotta flip it back.
You're like, I'm the mom.
Yeah,
Not you. I
yes,
have to do that with my oldest. He's brutal.
I believe
He just
you.
give me the look, and I'm like, who are you looking?
Boys are hilarious.
Yesterday, I walked up to my son's baseball game, and I'm like, Why? What? No, you're not going to behave like this.
Oh, you have to get him right.
I
Yeah.
did it right in front of his friends too.
That's the best way
Because
because
like no, but his one friend's like, I'm working on a Mrs. Bay. I know not appropriate. Like I'm like, you're my little angel there.
yes,
Yeah.
they need
So,
someone to keep them in
oh
check.
my God, they're yeah, so much
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, that's too funny. Well, I'm glad you figured this all out this soon. This is good.
Thank you.
So yeah, so soursop twice a day. Definitely the fruit because that's a good antioxidant. So that supports
Okay.
the whole thing, right?
Okay.
And then
And
chew your
ginger's
vowels.
anti-inflammatory too.
Ginger,
Yeah.
turmeric.
Yeah, I
We'll
was
be doing
thinking.
turmeric as well.
Okay.
Now the turmeric powder you could throw in a smoothie if you want.
What's better, the powder or I actually bought turmeric? I was actually using it already in other stuff
Oh, good.
because I was trying to incorporate because I like Indian food and trying to get my kids to be more into it. Like I'm half Filipino and my son when he was younger, he was like, "Ugh, mommy," and I'm like, "You are going to like Filipino food." Like I just
There's
gotta
no
keep,
option.
yeah, I'm gonna keep introducing this to you till you get used to
Does he
it.
eat it now?
He does. There's
Okay.
certain dishes he likes, but one of my favorites, like the peanut butter. I'm blanking on the name of it, but a peanut butter oxtail dish, kare kare.
Oh,
I was like, "What do you mean it tastes funny?" Like, no, we have to keep eating this.
yeah, it's good for you.
Yes.
It's good for you. Just eat it. No,
But
be nice and strong.
he likes cooking though. Like he'll see. Lately, he's been seasoning steak. I had him. He wanted turkey drumsticks. I'm like, all right, you take care of seasoning this. It's gonna take a few hours. He's like, okay, mommy. I'm like, how do you know how much seasoning? He's like, mommy, it's okay. It will all marinate. It's like, oh,
So funny.
he's 9.
They
That's the
come here in this
9-year-old.
world like you're like, how is
Well,
yeah.
it's he wants to be a race car driver and he loves food. He always asks me what's for dinner, and I thought that was normal for boys, but he takes it to another level. So his dad saw a video I posted of him seasoning. He's like, "I need to start having him." I was like, "Yes, I was doing it at your house too."
Yeah, have him cook for you. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Oh
My
my
son
God,
loves
that's
it.
great. Oh,
He's
I love
hilarious.
it. Oh,
He,
how
yeah,
fun.
he keeps me on my toes.
You know what? And when they like have those little dreams when they're younger like that, like my oldest one, he's always since he's been like 2, he runs around in an FBI costume or a police
Does he?
costume.
Cute.
And now he's applying for the state
Is
police.
he
And yeah, so
awesome?
much as I'm like, oh, but it's
Yeah.
I can't, you can't take that. Like they have to go with what they want to do.
Yeah.
As long as it's within reason, I suppose.
Yeah, I know.
I know, but he's always and he's kind of like that natural born leader.
Yeah.
Like
So
people
he'll do
always
well.
say that to him. They're like, "Are you a cop?" Like,
That's hilarious.
my kid. I'm
Yeah.
like, in jail real quick. I'm gonna have
That's
a court
hilarious.
for me. Don't worry, I'll be a first victim.
You know, he's probably like gonna look out for you. He's like, I gotta protect this one.
I don't know about that.
No. Okay.
I'll probably be entering the highway and they'll be like, "All right, we're getting you right away."
It's like, Mom,
No, but
told you about this. Like, remember all those times you taught me? Like,
yep, that
the
would be
things
it.
they retain and then throw back in your face. I'm like,
You're like, oh, shit, I didn't mean to tell you that.
no, like my son with Sunday school, he's like, Mommy, it's boring. I don't want to go. And I'm like, you have to go. He's like, I have a choice. I was like, not today, you don't.
Not today. You have a
Like,
couple more
you're
years.
interrupting my church piece, and this is for mommy. This ain't about you. Go in that classroom. He's like, oh. I'm like,
I
yeah.
didn't win this.
No, he's not going to win.
And then how's your daughter? Is she pretty?
She's the oldest, and she keeps him in line to the best of her ability, but she will be like, Mommy, He's he's not going to bed. He's jumping on my bed. Can you come talk to I'm just like, okay, but she's already like told him the business. I'm like, what she said, she's in charge now. And he's like, why? Like, because you don't
She's older.
listen. Yeah. Well, I remember that older card not working because, like I said, I had 4 brothers, but I was the oldest. So it was my only trump card because if I was the baby, it would have been a different ball game. But as the oldest, it was like, you're not all gonna gang up on me. I'm the oldest, and you get me in trouble every time you do stuff. So I try not to like push that on him and her, and so like that dichotomy until I'm like, all right, once they figure out how to balance it within each other, I'm not gonna give them that in the arsenal yet because
Yes.
I just already see how they're gonna argue it, and I'm just like, can't deal with your debates. No,
You're
'cause they debate a lot of stuff. I'm just like, I'm tired. I don't want to. They're like, I'm like, just shut it down, and they're like, Mommy's mad now. Like, yes, go with that.
good.
Yes. But my daughter she wants to be an astronaut and she's also an artist.
Oh.
So I think she'll be like the artist in residence up in space. And even her teachers are like, Michaela's going to take me up to space one day. She won the science fair at her school. And when she went to city, I think she just needs to get an understanding of what she needs to do. And she saw there was one girl who, whatever her project was, must have been amazing. She won like 3, 4 awards. Then when they were saying how much money she made, my kids kind of get inspired by that. They're like, how much money? I'm like, add that up. She made a few thousand off of winning, so keep going. So yeah, she's in her own, they're both very independent. They're both Virgos. They're very specific about how things should be done. And I'm like, I used to be a perfectionist too. I told my daughter, I'm like, it will stress you out. I'm like, you just gotta learn like what's worth being very specific about and what's not.
Right.
And she's getting there. She's they're both a handful.
Yeah, but at least they have you. Like you're insightful to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. They were like, Mommy, you're not going anywhere. It's like I didn't say I was. Because they're getting one has a stepmom already, and then my daughter's getting a stepmom for herself. And I was like, look, you're even bonus. Like when mommy's tired, she's like, you're the mom. You can't opt out. I'm
You're
like,
no, it's good. I have extra help.
yes, pretty much. I'm like, she'll help you. Just let me be tired right now because that's too many
Do
questions.
you get along with the other lady?
Oh yeah,
See, that's good.
I'm. My viewpoint is, if I wanted it, I could have had it. Clearly, I kicked it to the curb. Like,
Right. You're like, you can have one.
yeah,
You're good
pretty
with that.
much. I hope they realize that. I'm like, hey, I'm not here to argue with him. He likes to argue with me. Don't want to argue, you know? Contrary to what he may tell you or believe, I'm like, no, but the kids, I will fight for what I think makes sense for them.
Yeah.
We're just both very smart people with different opinions on what sounds right. So we're working on
And that
it.
happens a lot, really. You know.
Oh, me and my daughter's dad both went to Duke. I'm like, it's not that either one of us is stupid. We just think that this school's better than that school. And the attorneys are looking at us like they're both level 1+ schools. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm from Chicago. He's not.
You're like, and I know what I like.
Yes. And I know my daughter, like, it's been around the first 10 months. I'm like, she likes to do these things. Like, are you factoring that in? And he's more like, no, this is what is top ranked number. He's an engineer. He's on numbers and data. And I'm like, that's all well and good. But let's add in some external factors that you can't quantify in data. And he's
Right.
like,
They
no.
don't get that part.
No.
It's hard for them to grasp.
He's like, no.
You're like, plus she's Archie. She doesn't need all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She needs a different like. Yeah.
He's like, no. And I'm like, we're gonna have to force the issue.
I guess I'll call the lawyer. I guess.
Yeah,
That's the only bad part.
yeah.
I-
It's been. I'm like, we're wasting all our college money on these attorney fees, right? And he clearly doesn't care. I'm just like, okay, well, there we
They're
go.
like, we'll just put it on your bill. How about that?
I keep trying. I'm like, it'll work itself out. But I'm like, when she's a millionaire, I think she's gonna give more to me than you.
Yeah, exactly. She's watching this all play out. So
Oh,
yeah.
I had to tell her a few things. I'm like, look, you're at the age where if they might ask you some questions, let me just throw some questions back at you, things to ponder. You make your own decision. I'm not telling you to feel one way or another. But if I asked you this and just straight off, like, doesn't have to be me, you say it's one of your friends, how would you feel? Like, you don't like going on the bus, and there's money out there that could have been received to prevent you going on the bus. How do you think that should have played out? And then she's like, oh. I'm like, not for you. Like everybody has their hangups. I don't know. I don't understand it. But I just want you to understand what could have happened. And she's like, so yeah.
Oh, big. Yes. Yeah.
I just make her think about it. It's like, it is what it is. I am not, as I thought, so my house is being reconstructed. I told my contractor, he's like, I don't want to stress you. I'm like, you won't stress me. I'm not allowing for stress. It's told it causes inflammation. I don't need that right now. But what I will tell you is, I'm going to keep asking you the questions until I have an answer that makes me happier.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm like, you're not getting out of these questions.
This is an interesting.
Yes. They're like, she's not going away. No.
No, but I'm going to keep asking.
No, it's my house. It's supposed to be a place of peace. I'm telling you, my goal is to be there by the time treatment's done or whatever. I want to be back home. Make that happen. My condo caught on fire like a week before my grandma's funeral. And it was in the basement because some people are like, you were cooking. I was like, I didn't say that. Like, no. And I think it was electrical. Like, there was a space heater down there, but I also had a fireplace. So I was like, I don't care. It's done. I don't know how to figure that part out. And the investigator didn't come up with anything.
Right. So.
But you guys told me it's a total gut job because of the smoke damage was so bad. Not so much the fire, but the smoke damage.
Okay.
So it's gutted down to the studs right now. I'm like, why is no one in there? Like, we're at the studs. What are you doing next? And they're like, we need this, and this. And I'm like, you told me that 3 weeks ago. This is Chicago. That's cool. I get it. But you don't need a permit to put up my HVAC system back in that you took down. You don't need a permit to fix this wood. That people, do you think I don't see that that wood is not a full piece anymore? Why is it painted like you guys think that's cool? Like, are you thinking you're gonna get it all done in one day? So you want 15 people in here stepping all over each other? Because that makes more sense. It make sense, and then I'll get off your back. They're like,
She's really thinking. We
yes.
aren't actually. We
They
actually.
were like, we have other projects. I'm like, I get it, but mine needs to be done by this stage. That's
Yeah.
great. And they're like, well, expedite it. I'm like, I hear words.
I don't see you.
Yes, thank you.
not-
Like you keep telling me these beautiful words. I need to see it in action. And they're like,
We better get
pretty much.
together.
And don't let a holiday come. I'm like, oh, they're gonna go on break, and I know it. And then I'm not supposed to be managing this. The property managers. I'm like, Kim, you're not on site. You look at the little app that they send you. I'm like, I'm there. Either get on site or let me talk to them. So now she's like, here's your contact people. And then she'll try to ask a question to my question. I'm like, how is that relevant? And let me tell you why my question makes sense. And then she's like, they're the expert. She falls back. I'm like,
You're like, yeah, don't ask me that.
no, this is my fun project. Remember, y'all, I'm focused on my health. And they're like, she's not focused on her health. I'm like, you think I'm not?
So yeah, so do they put you up? Are you up staying in?
I'm in
apartment
a
or
condo that I
Okay.
picked out actually, and I love my landlord. And it's a 6 month lease with the option to extend. And I'm like, no, y'all, I want to be
You're like,
back
my
in
place will
six
be
months.
ready.
Yeah, it needs to be ready.
But see, you just keep putting it out there, so it should be done.
I'm like, the universe is hearing me as many times as I'm saying it. You guys need to get on board with what we're putting out in the universe.
For real.
Now, God's plan remains to be seen, but I'm like, in the meantime, in between time, if you don't believe in God, let me just let you hear my voice. I'm right here.
I'll be there for you.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are these crew? Are they young? Are they young? For
Um,
every age of yeah.
I think they're like close to my age or maybe a little bit older,
Okay.
and some of like the leads. But my contractor that I had hired, he was closer to my age, and I was like, "You're too nice." I was like, "I know how to be nice." Good, thank you.
You look good too.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, Jason, I love you and I get being nice and this good cop, bad cop routine is cool, but I'm done with it. Just need to do the work now. And he was like, but we need to, I was like, you're too nice. You're trying to be their friend. This is a professional relationship. We are no longer friends with them. We are no longer giving grace. It's been 3 months and I don't see enough activity.
It's crazy how long it takes things to get done.
Yeah, and if they'll let it go longer if you let them. That's why I was like, I get it. I'm not saying I don't understand how City of Chicago works. I'm not saying I don't get that it's about to be busy season, but that's even more reason for me to be like, hello, it's about to be busy season. You want to get all the jobs.
Get these done first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right,
So.
just praying that it gets done soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I told my girlfriend today, I was like, now I'm just messing with them for fun. I was like, I'm gonna go back to like picking out my countertops and my cabinets and stuff, and I'm gonna let them think I'm mad. But I'm really just at the point where like, you are gonna get this done from hell or high water. And when you start asking questions, I'm like, here, I'm not even gonna take all day. It's done.
Yeah, I got it in my back.
It's done. You're like, you guys thought you were sitting on your behinds. I wasn't.
My project is done.
Yeah.
Part I needed to do is all done.
Yep. I did it while I was sitting in the waiting room, focused on my health. Remember, guys? They're like,
Thank gosh, yeah. I tried to figure this all out. Yeah.
yeah.
So they just really want to take it out. That's about it, right?
It sounds like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless when they cut in, that's the real determining factor is when they cut in and if they see anything they couldn't find on the scans is what they're gonna do. Because the oncologist said she doesn't think I need chemo. She thinks I'm just going to do hormone replacement therapy and they're going to accelerate my menopause.
Okay.
Because I have the kind that the estrogen receptors are present. It's estrogen positive and progesterone positive. So she said that means it's less aggressive.
Good.
So they're just trying to accelerate that. And if they do the lumpectomy, I will have to do the radiation. And she'll decide if there needs to be chemo after they see everything. But if not, then you know, I won't have to do chemo.
Okay, and just you can do soursop and stuff for a while
Mm-hmm.
because it's so good for everything else.
Yeah.
From the immune to digestion to all that. So
Yeah.
blood purifying, cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just watch your intake of like no soy. I wouldn't eat a lot of soy.
Really? Oh,
Soy is
I'm
estrogen.
just Asian. I like
That's
soy.
right, you like soy.
I
Yeah,
do.
you probably eat more fermented soy.
I do.
So that
Mhm.
would be better.
Okay.
Because when you ferment it, you release the protein from
Okay.
the estrogen, like the estrogen part.
Okay.
And then watch your intake of like, I mean, you could do like red meats and stuff. Just watch. I wouldn't do a
My
lot of
girlfriend
cheese
wants
and
me
ice
to
cream.
be pescatarian now, so I'm trying to work on
I
it.
know that's good. The cows are being shot up with hormones
Yeah.
and estrogen. Well, estrogen and steroids,
Yeah.
which can feed the problem.
Mhm.
So if you can get like good grass fed beef at like one of the farmers markets, they're like Aldi or whoever's got them. I mean, Whole Foods has them, but it's $1 million. But try and then just don't do it as often. But I think a little bit of red meat every now and then is good, but just for even iron and all your B vitamins and stuff.
Okay.
And then depending on your blood type, like blood type always do better with that type of food.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they're gonna do genetic testing next week.
oh, that's
Both University of Chicago and U of I wanted to do that. And I was like, whoever gets me in first. So
that's good.
yeah.
Because then you'll know what your genetic like. Yeah, to see that picture.
Yeah,
Would be
well,
good.
because they want to know from, like I said, it was my great aunt, and they're like, what is that likelihood of your daughter having it? What is the likelihood of you getting more cancers? You know, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Why not?
And if they'll do it,
Yeah,
yeah, and insurance will cover it. Then
yeah,
go for
exactly.
it. You get a lot of information. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, let me see if I have the powder.
Okay. No, that's okay. I love it. Thank you.
Okay. So I don't have the powder. Ron will be around tomorrow. He gets here right at 2 o'clock, like the
Okay.
owner of the company,
Mhm.
because he's local. He's down in Pilsen.
Okay.
Oh,
That's new.
yeah.
I mean,
He has a like he has his warehouse there.
okay.
I was just trying to think where else he has it. His girlfriend Aya has a yoga studio and she sells it too. She's in, what is that area called?
Is it nearer
Salon.
Pilsen?
Yes,
Okay.
she's
University Village, maybe?
Let me find out if here I'll get you the exact location. The salon. So she's off Cottage Grove. Let's see, she is. So look at how.
Oh, I'm off of
This.
Cottage Grove. Oh, that is
So beautiful.
pretty.
She's a yoga teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and then she sells like stuff, but she sells all of his herbs too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's so I can't wait to go. I said this summer I'll start going
Okay.
for her classes.
Well, I'm glad you're happy to share it with me.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
So she's
Haji
at
yoga, you said.
Haji Healing. So Haji
Mhm.
Healing Salon. She's
Okay.
at 44th and Cottage Grove.
Oh my God, that's around the corner for me. I'm
It
at
is?
40th and Drexel, which is right by 40th and Cottage
Oh,
Grove. So okay,
Then if
I'll
she,
check.
when is she open today? She opens at noon today.
Okay.
So you could probably just, if you wanted the powder, she should have the powder.
Okay, I'll look there.
Yeah. So then that way, otherwise
here
you
it
got
is. Healing Salon. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
like
and Aya is amazing. She's so awesome. So yeah, so her boyfriend Ron, he does all the local, like he does all the herbs, like, and puts these sets together and everything for us. So
Okay, sounds good. It was
Yeah.
so great
So,
to
yeah,
meet
what's
you,
her name?
Tamika.
okay, Tamika, I'm Katie. Nice to meet you.
Katie, nice
Yes,
to meet you
I was gonna say,
again.
yes,
Yeah.
Great. But
So-
so the powder just is nice because you can mix it. Now the leaves you can put in your smoothie. You're just going to chew on them, you know.
Okay.
Not a bad thing, but
No.
it's just convenience.
I mean, my girlfriend even was like, Tamika, you need to do lemongrass. I have pesticide-free lemongrass for you. And she's like, put it in. She saw, because her mom has, she wants to start a nonprofit for her based on her mom having these strokes. And her mom's in her 60s and she's been taking care of her for the past 5 years. So she does plenty of research just on things that'll help her mom because I always have to caution her about her caregiver burnout because I used to work in healthcare and I work with seniors. I've always done sales and marketing, so I actually have a podcast too. And my friends are like, we want to we want to learn all this stuff. And I'm like, that's great. But my business partner, she's the one who wants to go into spirituality and it's healing side. And I'm like, she's the one who's getting all our speakers to talk about that and having us get more organized related to that. But Shawnee is the woman who she was like, she sent me the smoothie that I'm trying to make this
Okay.
for. She's the one that was like, okay, Tamika, my mom's, you know, as far as her neurons and different things, this is what I've learned. So she shares all her knowledge and she actually looked into going into nursing, and I don't remember why she didn't fully pursue it, but she's just been an amazing resource to
Yeah,
me.
and some people
So,
just have that gift, like they just
Mhm.
have that inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did this medical medium yesterday.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
My girlfriend who has cancer like me just told me, she's like, Tamika, when you get a chance, Google it. So I know, but I swear it was the medical medium. She's like, have you heard of it? So you
So
did it.
yes, she had me on her show yesterday.
Did she?
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to check it
I
out.
will. Oh, I should send
Send
you
it to
her.
me. Yes. This is my, here. I have the Blink card. So this is my number right there.
Oh, here, let me just put it in, and then I'll text you. Wait.
Okay.
My apps all moved, and I keep going to hit
Oh,
like the app button, and it's missing. All right,
okay.
312
978
78. Oh, 978. Okay,
1224.
1224. Okay.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Um, so do you know she was like so spot on? It was
That's
insane.
awesome.
And I do kind of like feel like I mean, no, like it was to the point I didn't talk to her. Literally, one of my customers was like, "Hey, my medical medium friend needed a person on her show, and I was telling her about you and blah blah blah." And I told her about like I was having all this issues, but I didn't even say really what. I just said some issues. I'm like, I can't figure it out. I help everyone else, but I can't figure it out for myself.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh
Isn't
my
it
God, I
crazy how
told
that
my
goes?
friend. Yes. She was, I told my friend about you. So she wants you on the show. So literally yesterday morning, I sent her pictures of my top of my hands, my palms, my
Mm-hmm.
feet, my ankles, and then total body shots from the front and the back. That's
Uh-huh.
it. I sent it over to her. At 3:45, she's like, hey, here's the link. The show starts at 4. Just call in. I knew it was around
Okay.
that time or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I never spoke one word to her, nothing.
Uh-huh.
So she's like, okay, I'm looking at your pictures you sent me. She was telling and explaining the audience because she just did like a 15-minute clip on it.
Uh-huh.
She's like, when I do like when people call and pay, it's like a 1 to 2 hours depending on what you want. But she's like, then I can dig deeper and go through every organ and
Nice.
so she was like, okay, she's like, you have a lot of stress and tension. She's like, that's what I'm seeing, like from this picture. She's like, I'm just looking at your back. She's like, it's stress, it's tension, your lower thoracic.
Really?
You probably have a lot of pain there, and then it radiates up into your shoulders and like your back. And I'm like, I mean, it's so
She could
short,
tell you.
it's tender
Yeah.
to the touch. And I'm like, it was so weird. And I knew it was probably adrenals because I just run around with my head cut off. But I like thrive off of that. She's like, your adrenals, your kidneys, you need to support those because the adrenals.
Mm-hmm. But
She's
people like us,
estrogen,
we love to stay
busy.
busy.
I
And
can't
that
stand.
does create stress, but at the same time, there's good stress and bad stress.
Yes.
But when it's manifesting. So
Yeah.
what did she say?
So she was like, well, you should do this and you should do this. And I know you have it at the store. And
She knew at
'cause
your
she knew that
store
I had
because
it
your
at the
friend
store.
had
Yeah.
already told you.
She's like, so you should do this. So and then she's like, there's some other things she's like that I'm seeing. She's like, but I don't have enough time today. But she's like, we'll talk after the show. She's like, and your estrogen's all over. I got to figure out what's going on with your estrogen.
Wow, all off of the pictures.
Yes.
That's
Like,
amazing.
like some of the stuff she said, I was like, no,
I bet.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
She sent me the picture. She sent me. Okay, so after the show, she sends me this chart.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is her thing. Okay, that is exactly
Where
my
it
pain
hurts.
is.
Yeah.
No, I didn't tell her one thing.
Mhm.
And then look, that's my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
My neck today, like when I turn it, is so short.
Yeah.
Shoulder, more factors. Oh, she said my lung capacity.
Mm-hmm.
She must have circled here for estrogen, but she didn't go more into that. So she probably does have some things to tell me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Knees and meniscus, which I knew my one knee was kind of bothering me. Okay, so I had an injury on my wrist. Like when I was 12, I put my arm through a window.
Ooh,
Not on
yeah, you can
purpose,
still
but on
yeah,
accident.
sorry, yeah.
I was trying to fix the door and I shoved it through. She's like, "Hey, did you have an injury to your like left hand or wrist?" Now she did not see that because when I took the picture,
You
I
had
had
all
my
your
bracelets
bracelets
on.
on. Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "That never really healed all the way. That's causing some circulation issues in your wrist." And I was like,
Wow.
"It's so
That's
random."
amazing.
Your gluteus maximus, like you must have had an injury and it's causing you the pain. And then on top of your stress, it's pulling your hip up. So I see one hip up higher than the other, and I'm like,
Wow, I
When
love
I wake
it.
up in the mornings, I'm always like, oh. I used to never be like this. There's a stressful situation that I'm kind of like working my way through.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think a lot of that is causing.
Yeah,
Because I
stress
think
is
of a year
huge.
ago, if she would have seen my, I would not have been in the same place.
But like your muscles, your body gives you all those hints. So when I was in college, I took a massage therapy class, and we did meridian massage. And
Oh.
I was the only one in the class that had a reaction. So of course, Bob's like, Tamika, tell the class. I'm like, give me the water. And I'm like, no one touched me. It was literally just moving my energies. And I'm like sweating bullets. Like, when is this going to be over? And he's like, tell people what that experience was like. And for me, I'm like, I'm in college and we're supposed to be getting a massage to feel good. And I'm like, he didn't even touch me. And I'm like, I don't know what he did to my energy. But that's for me what triggered, like, there's way more than people give credence to.
Yes.
And you have to be careful who you talk to about it because people will label you one way or another. But anytime I've felt that type of stress, like I carry my stress in my back too. And Bob also told us, especially for men, your gluteus is where a lot of your stress will get carried. So even guys I've dated where they've been shocked where I like, let me show you what Bob taught me. I'm like, whoa,
So
Tamika.
he knows Bob.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're just like, they're like, why do you know how to do that? I'm like, I just think it's cool that it fixes stuff.
I got it.
Like,
Awesome.
yeah. So anytime I've noticed that in my body, I'm like, oh, I know what exercises I need to do, but I also saw a chiropractor, and I remember he used to keep fixing me. He'd be like, Tamika, I can fix you repeatedly, but if you don't get to the root of the problem, it's never going to go away. And that's also when I was just like, fine, I needed a new job because it was my job. I was creating the stress, and I was just like, I know what it is. I was just like, I need this job. Like left my parents' house. I'm not going back there. So, yeah.
So you got out of the job. And you
Mhm.
feel 100 times.
I was 10,000 times better after that. And then that's what made me realize it's not, the money is not everything. Like I can't, and that was, I had done an internship in investment banking and I was like, I don't know if I like this. So then I went into pharmaceutical sales, but dealing with the doctors and I'm fresh out of college and I'm like, I know that you went to medical school, you went to residency, but I only have to know 4 products. Your PDR book is like this huge. I'm just telling you what I know, and I know I'm with a good company, so I don't ever feel guilty. I'm not like one of the small companies that's got a couple good ones, a couple bad ones. I'm good. Just give me a few minutes to tell you.
Listen to me, and yeah.
But it was still like a stressful situation because Pfizer's still looking at you like, hit these numbers, do this. And then you got patients looking at you like, you're taking up my doctor's time. And why are they getting paid to talk to you for, you know, to be the expert at your thing? And I'm like, this is how it goes.
It's how they learn about
But
it.
if you ever look, if you really want me not to be here, everybody should see the little small print we put on all our materials: diet and exercise. If you would change your diet and exercise, you wouldn't need a whole bunch of this stuff. But you want the quick magic pill?
It's always the magic pill.
That's so. Here I am telling your doctor about your magic pill that helps your blood pressure, that helps your heart disease, your cholesterol, your LDL levels, and randomly they gave me an antibiotic, which is really cool to learn about because we all get sick sometimes. But really, diet and exercise will fix a whole bunch of this stuff. Yeah. Do you want to exercise? I don't
No,
like it
they
either.
don't want to.
I don't like it either.
Especially coming here, I'm like, this is not going to work tomorrow. This is not even going to work in a week. And if you keep eating like you are, it might not really do the trick anyway. But
Right.
you have to start telling people that because they're like, it didn't work. I'm like, no, it wasn't going to work in a day.
No.
Like,
No.
no. Just because that social influencer on Instagram told you it'd be better
Right.
today, not happening.
And I come from a sports family, so people are always like, Tamika, I'm like, I came from a family that made fun of you who got fat. So I just do, I don't go to the gym. I hate the gym, but I will walk my dog like nobody's business. Like put me rock climbing. I don't feel like I'm working out, but it is.
Yeah.
Have me do stuff like that.
Like more active.
Yeah.
Like not just like.
Put me in a group class. I'm happy. Make me in a stinky gym where men are looking at me and ogling me with their eyes. I hate it.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I have 4 brothers. If they
Good
were
morning.
with
How are you? What's going on?
me, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
tried these.
Did you like them?
Yeah,
I told you they're good. Yeah.
problem.
I'm glad to hear that. Yes. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah. Well, I will let you know how
Yeah,
things
so
go.
go
I'll
see
be back.
Aya.
It was so great
Yes,
meeting
it
you,
was great
Katie. I
meeting you too.
appreciate
This was
you.
great. Yeah, keep
Yeah.
up the good work.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know how it goes, though. And I actually want. I'm going to Bahamas. I actually want to try the sea moss too because I have a girlfriend that's from
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia, and she's always talking about the sea moss. I was like, oh,
That's where all of this is Soursop from St. Lucia.
oh,
So the
okay.
lady who sells me the Caribbean sea moss,
Mhm.
she buys all of hers down in St. Lucia. So she's like on her Facebook page.
Uh-huh.
She's in the water with the guys, like while they're harvesting it.
Harvest.
She's super fun, and she's from Chicago. So all my people are they're all local vendors. So everyone does their
That's
local.
awesome.
I have
I keep
so many.
promoting the shop local too.
Oh
So
no, well thank you. No, but all these are local vendors. I need a bigger cooler because they're hard to see. So.
okay.
But yeah,
Well, after I
when you
come
get
back
home,
from my
come back and
trip,
try it.
yeah, I
Oh,
will.
Bahamas, when do you leave?
Juneteenth, June 19th.
Oh my God.
And
it's
that's
so
my
exciting.
grandma's birthday, the one who passed away, but it's for a 40th birthday party for my son's godfather. So I'm like, God is like, go enjoy yourself, go on this trip.
Amazing.
I'm so
The water is
excited.
amazing.
Yes, I've been to Bahamas before. They got married in the Bahamas. So yeah.
Okay, I've never
'Cause
been.
he's married to one of my best friends. So yeah.
That's so much fun.
Oh yeah. My ex is coming with me and he's hilarious. 'Cause I'm like, you had two chances. No, we went to Vegas together and we had a great time and he behaved himself. I'm like, do not start acting up now. Okay.
Like, we're gonna have fun, but
You're
that's
the
it.
wingman. Remember, I'm like, you get to be sad that you tell me who's good and not good. Because I know you care. So I'm like, well,
That'll
just
be
gotta,
fun.
and my girlfriends can double check he's not sabotaging. So
No,
just
he
like,
shouldn't be
he
at
won't.
this point.
No,
No.
no, he had cancer too. So, um, I think I don't know if he's in full remission, but he called. But part of why we broke up, he was not handling his health, was frustrated me, and I would be reaching out to his family. I'm like, he's scaring me a little bit. Can you tell him to go see the to to the point that last week he told me, he's like, oh, I got bad news, I have to get a heart monitor. I was like, you getting a pacemaker? He's like, no. He's like, it's like they just want to put it in for a week. I'm like, get over it, sir. We're going to the Bahamas in Juneteenth. Hopefully, pray they can take it out. Keep a good attitude because you're not helping with this negativity, and you can be grumpy after the trip, but until then we're happy that they're checking you out. And he was like,
Oh,
oh yeah, you set me straight. I'm like, yeah, that's why you like. Because I was,
you need me.
yeah. He knows that now.
See you, okay?
So yeah.
Yes, you're already gone.
I'm gonna go take care of some bills.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, tomorrow I think we're good tomorrow because I'm actually gonna work. Okay. Well, the last couple of Saturdays I keep taking off in the morning. So yeah, so thank you. No, enjoy your weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll let you get back to work now. Thank you again, Katie. You too. All right.
Let me know how you're doing.
I will. Thank you.
Her information too.
Awesome. Okay. That's fun. Turned out well. I'm glad I exercised some patience. I'm gonna check out. Yeah. I'm good. How are you?
Did you want a bag or you all good?
I brought a bag. So bye y'all.
2040.